How's it going, trainers? Coming at you with a non-Pikachu Lightning deck today featuring Jolteon as our primary attacker. For just 2 energy, Jolteon is a non-EX Pokemon that averages 80 damage on each attack, but can swing high up to 160, while also swinging a little bit low down to 0 on occasion. I think this Pokemon lines up really well into things like Mewtwo, especially when you have first energy advantage. You hit them for 80, that turn you attach your second energy, and then they put their energy on, attack for 50, and then you clear them on average the following turn. Because we're playing a Lightning deck, we also get to play Zebstrika, who makes your Gyarados matchup absolutely phenomenal, and we round out our 5th and 6th basic slots with a copy of Tauros and Mew to help us hedge things like Celebi and Pikachu, as well as Mewtwo and Charizard efficiently. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the gameplay that I have for you today. I think it does a stellar job of showcasing how this single knockout point focused Lightning deck can function in our current metagame. If you enjoy the off meta brews that we're always doing here, be sure to smash that like button for the rest of the day. Have fun with this one. Not hitting any more basics here is a little bit sad. I'd love to add an Eevee or potentially a Tauros to our bench in this matchup. If Umbreon and Espeon in the next expansion only take single typed energy to attack, we are going to build so many sweet 2-color Eevee decks. I think I want to just run the Ralts down here, yeah? What's your favorite Pokemon in general? Alolan Sandshrew is my favorite. That's why he's on my banner underneath me here, even though he's not in the game yet. Mew really isn't amazing against Zebstrika, huh? They just kind of canoodle each other while we get to go for their bench. Eevee or Tauros are both great here. Just don't want to hit the one Blitzel. Narrator. It was, in fact, the one Blitzel. I'll hold on to this for now without the other Zebstrika in my hand. There's a chance these last 2 bench slots should be Tauros and Jolteon. Alright, 11 cards into their deck. Do they have the Gardevoir? I wonder if we'll see them start Thunder Spearing the Mew on my bench. What's my favorite Pidgeot EX deck? We're actually going to play Pidgeot EX in the tournament starting in 40 minutes. So be able to see my preferred build of that here shortly. Oh, man. The lack of Eevee and Tauros is truly unfortunate. Needed to hit Eevee this turn. 2 Eevees, a Tauros, a Pokeball, and a Research and 8 cards. My original favorite Pokemon was Base Sandshrew. And blue is my favorite color, personally. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. So, Alolan Sandshrew's my favorite, because it is a blue version of my favorite Pokemon from the original games. I guess I Sabrina them here to force the Gardevoir up. Because they can't put the Mewtwo up where I kill it. And I should put damage on the Mew so that way if I find Jolteon, I can threaten to pressure this off the board. Or Tauros. Well, I guess Tauros clears it either way. It's funny, next turn we're actually going to switch to this Blitzel just so they can't keep tacking my Mew with Thunder Spear. I actually just put the Eevee up, right? I guess this plan goes sideways if they flip 3 heads in a row, but if I hit 1 heads here, it means I only need 2 heads on Jolteon next turn, so I think this is a worthwhile small gamble. So they could obviously genome hacking and esports us back. Unlikely that they hit that 3x. This deck generated really sweet games of Pokemon Pocket. And even if I only hit 2 heads here and don't high roll, Zebstrika threatens to clean this up in the back, which is nice. So they'll need a potion or an expeditioner. And if we hit 3 heads, we just win on the spot. Okay, there's 2. And they can't just switch up Mewtwo and knock us out because Mew is on the bench, charged up and ready to go. Hitting the second copy of the basic we already have when there's 5 basics in our deck always feels so atrocious. Just big oof energy. To get full access to the Discord server, you need to link your subscribed Twitch account or your YouTube account that has a membership to your Discord account in your Discord settings. That is a lovely draw. And I go ahead and Thunder Spear the back Celibi, so that way they're both chewed a little bit and Tauros can clear them in 1. If the opponent flips... This is usually how the Celibi matchups feel for these decks, where you're like, okay, if they hit double heads on this first attack, I'm in a bad spot. But if they hit just average here, we're going to be pretty good to go. Yep. Yep. Full casino experience. If they put a third energy on here in order to be more likely to clear this, they are then, they can't follow up with another attack back here. So because we have this Giovanni to beat their Erica, we might actually still be okay here. Not a lock by any means, but... I need a drag speed. We, unironically, are now in a bad spot because they didn't kill the Eevee and I didn't draw one of my 2x speeds. Like, the fact that they hit on the first one and then missed on the second one and we bricked on our X speed in 12 cards actually means we're in a bad spot. Just holy. What an awesome S tier deck you have there, opponent. Good night. Sleep tight. Listen, I know people are laughing about my opponent having some bad luck here, but I would like the record to reflect this game is only close to begin with because they hit 2 heads on their very first coin flips of the game. If they hadn't hit double heads to start, the game would not be remotely close. All right, and then they're through both of their Ericas at this point. Oh, actually, that didn't matter at all, right? Because the execute was always getting Zebstrika. So the extra set of tails at the end there was extra funny, but the Zebstrika was still clearing the egg regardless. All right, Misty, are we playing a game? We are. That's fun. These are not the 2 basics I want to start with here against an Articuno. I think I'm just putting an energy on the Tauros. Need them to not hit 2 heads here. If they hit 1 heads, we might still have a shot. 0 heads means we're firmly ahead. Listen, chat, the card's called Miss T, not Hit T, okay? Finest Zappy kicks, please. So we hit them with the Zappy kick. They put an energy. They hit us for 40. We evolve. We put second energy. We hit something in the back. And then Tauros comes up and bops the Articuno. The Druidigon here makes me think they're potentially a Gyarados deck. Oh, they would need double potion to live, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna tap the Drudigon. I think spread this out sounds great. And they can't even just retreat the Articuno, because if they retreat the Articuno, the Zebstrika could run it down while it's in the back line. Would you like to trade 3 energy and 2 knockout points for 1 energy and 1 knockout point? Oh, you would? It's a good exchange. I accept. I accept your terms and conditions. So they're going to put the Drudigon up here. And then we're going to X speed out this Tauros and put up Zebstrika and start poking at the Articuno in the back. There are over 1,000 people signed up for the tournament starting in 10 minutes. It has a player cap of 512 though, so we'll see. We'll probably have the full 512 once people from the waitlist get in. All right, double research here makes us pretty likely to find Zebstrika. Says local man about to brick. I love not having to play around red card. Pokemon Pocket is a far more interesting and tactical game that's more skill testing when red card isn't a consideration. There's a lot of skill in being able to hold back your things or not when playing around Sabrina and others. And red card just randomly shuffling things away reduces the skill cap of the game by a pretty significant margin. I don't know if I'm playing Mew as my last slot here or not. Galloping Fupa, thanks for the prime. Even if the opponent has Gyarados here, Zebstrika's going to just pressure the Gyarados while it's on the bench, and we build up Tauros to clean it out once it comes up front. They need like Gyarados plus flips on Misty in order to be in this game. Oh, that's a baby Gyarados. Interesting. I've seen some people play this as a third Gyarados. With baby Gyarados, do I just clear this frog now? I think so. I think it's like clear this in 2. We would have focused on the Gyarados if it was the EX one, because that would be the only other knockout we need. You think baby Gyarados is good in the mirror? That's interesting. Why is that? Can you explain? I'm gonna Giovanni here just to play around bad luck. Means I only need 1 heads out of 4. Oh. Jolteon. Jolteon likes to make us sweat, gamers. Played around the variants. Well, I think we just Sabrina them, yes? It could also be right to just hit this for 80, because I'm Thunder Spearing it wins the game, but 2 flips here puts the Gyarados... Okay. 2 flips here puts the Gyarados to 50, which then Zebstrika with weakness still clears it while it's in the active, so... As long as we bat average here, we should be good. And they're on 0 knockout points too, so even if they have like Potion or Blue here that's something funky, the Zebstrika can hit it, and then we still have time to draw Jolteon. But a lot of these Gyarados decks don't have room for things like Potion. We're going first, and we have Zebstrika on deck here. That's nice. Get to attack their backline right away if it's beneficial. When does trading open up? They've said trading will open in January, as well as the next set dropping in January. So my somewhat educated speculation is that they're not going to let you trade the newest set of cards. And I bet trading will launch when the second set launches. I was sad to see Venusaur's downfall. In order for something to have a downfall, it would have had to have been on top at some point to start. And Venusaur was very much never on top of anything. Huh? I think I want to just do this. Is the plan? They crack me for 50, and then I put second energy on here, and then they can't clear this without losing their Mewtwo on the backswing. Alright, crowd rare Mew doing its best electric Pokemon impersonation here. Them having to spend Mewtwo's energy in order to pull it out because we have Mew on our bench is so good for us. I think I'm X-speeding Zebstrika out. It's just a question of, do I want to switch to Eevee or do I want to switch to Tauros? I guess we could use blue that turn as an interesting thought. Some really interesting maneuvering in this game on both sides. These cards that have really strong attacks into particular things really make the dynamic of this game super fun. All right, if we high roll a little bit with this Jolteon, we'll be in a very good spot. Am I supposed to fill this bench slot? I feel like I'm supposed to leave this bench slot open, so that way I can put this other Zebstrika out, potentially, to clear something in the back. I'm not putting an energy on the Eevee this turn anyway, so I think I wait a turn. Oh, that's so huge. Absolutely massive. And they can't put up Mewtwo because Mew-EX threatens to clear it. Excuse me? You don't have Gardevoir anymore, bud. I could just put this one up. Alright, they're dead to Giovanni off the top. Only 3 cards in my deck. That'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. Tauros and Mew were such good additions to this game. They give me such an immense amount of faith in the design team. Just like we're going to have interesting designs. God, that was awesome. Really sweet maneuvered game. Actually, we're going first. I should probably lead the Blitzel, because Zebstrika is a little better when going first. All right, their Misty hit 3 heads. Can I draw a Zebstrika? Hit me, dealer. All right, 2 hits, 12 cards, 2 draws. That'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. I would like to paint the walls with that fish's blood in particular. Nice deck. Anyone else out there a fan of roasted Brussels sprouts in your salad? I did that. Cooked up a whole tray of those last night, along with some sweet potatoes. A little honey mustard dressing. Top it off with some cranberries. Lovely, lovely. All right, Eevee wins this game on the spot all the time, yeah? Esports, Eevee, I choose you! Jolteon's one of those cards whose average damage output feels like it should be more played than it is, but it's just kind of awkward in the Pikachu deck, which is the best lightning deck. Do you roast your Brussels sprouts cut side up or cut side down? You just take Chaos Theory. You just throw them on the tray. And wherever they end up at, they end up at. I don't think I want to Sabrina them. I give them basically a free retreat into the coughing / wheezing. All right, so we can Zebstrika them here. X-speed the Zebstrika out. Crack them for 40 with the Tauros. And then even if they retreat back, they're at 30, so they need a potion to live the Zebstrika. I like how Twitch sends me emails telling me that I have a gift sub expiring to a channel I haven't watched in like the last 2 months. It's like, yes, dear Twitch, let me know that that sub is expiring. You do not have to indicate which energy you're playing in the tournament. No, it's not part of the deck registration. Well, leading Zebstrika into the Golem deck sounds insane. Twitch gift subs are not distributed at random. You are more likely to get a gift sub if you are someone who spends money on Twitch. It prioritizes giving gift subs to people who are more likely to turn them into paid subs. So when someone gifts subs at random, they're technically pay to win. So if you're someone who's spent any amount of money on Twitch as a platform, you're more likely to catch a gift sub. Geodude and Froakie. Huh. That makes things more challenging. I think I need to go after the frog. But it's close. I'm having 2 different backline things I want to go after. Stresses what I want to do here. If someone gifts like 50 subs and there's 200 people here, but a lot of them don't spend money on Twitch, there's a good chance those gift subs will go to people not currently watching the channel. It's one of the reasons why if you're someone who spends money on Twitch, you'll occasionally get gift subs to channels you've literally never watched before. If they have a good draw here with the Golem and the Leaf and Brock and stuff, we could be in trouble here. We'll see. It's possible Jolteon rolls hard enough to get us out of it, but if they have the ability to get this up at active ASAP, we'll probably have a hard time running them down. Them researching this turn is good for us. It means we'll hopefully get to mark some more damage on this. Something weird happened last month, and my Prime sub got used on a random channel I never watched. You should absolutely enable 2-factor authentication on your Twitch and change your passwords. There's a good chance your Twitch account is compromised. Either someone else in your family has your login and used it, but more likely your Twitch account and login is compromised. You should enable 2-factor. Hey, big smiles. Thanks for that brand new primer. And Yeoman, thank you for the entire year. This is a good reminder that you should be using a unique password on every single account you have on the internet. They've already used both potions, yeah? Well, they haven't played... No, they played the Zebstrika for the turn, yeah? Okay, well, now I'm just going to go ahead and Zebstrika them back. And basically make them have Leaf next turn. They didn't have Leaf last turn, but they're probably playing 2 copies of it. It's a shame we don't have our copy of Mew. Mew is definitely our best card against Golem. If I had tons of passwords, but I use unique password on every throwaway account, I'd be in trouble. That's what a password manager is for. Password managers really make having a unique password everything easy. Okay, there's the view, and they've struggled enough here that we should be done, I think. Their draw's been slow enough. This Golem deck's so clunky. They have 0 knockout points, so even if they put Golem up and clear this, and then Jolteon misses, this will still be ready to go before they win the game. Are they actually trying to pivot to building a second Golem? That's so cute. This Golem just dies to Mew at this point, so we'll start chewing up the second one here as well. All right, let the pin missiles fly, huh, gamers? Electric Jolteon zapping a Graveler out of the game hurts my Pokemon VGC sensibilities, but